Hey there, Brews Crew. It's your Brews brother coming to you with the inaugural video brew review. Is that enough rhyming for you? Anyway, sorry. So here I come today. I'm trying something new. Never done this before, so please bear with me. I know I'm not much to look at, but maybe I can distract you with some really tasty beer that you can't taste, but I'll get to taste, which probably isn't very distracting at all. You probably want to just turn this off now, and I don't blame you. Yeah. So anyway, first brew review. What am I going to do? Well, it's a follow-up to one of the reviews that I wrote last week. Comes from Omission Brewing out of Portland, Oregon. It's a subsidiary of Widmer Brothers Brewing. And why would they do a different name, might you ask? I mean, if they've got a great reputation as, kicking out some quality ale, why would they get away from that? Well, it's a good question. And I'm going to try and answer that here, if I can turn my phone off. Make sure that doesn't happen again. So, let's start here. I'm going to be reviewing the lager. My written review last week was their pale ale, which you can go back on my review website, thebrewsbrother.com, and read about that. And obviously I gave it rave reviews, so I'm not even going to try and hide the fact that I love this stuff. But why I love it is, well, there's a few different reasons. And the main reason is it doesn't have gluten. Yeah, did you see my eyes light up on that one? It's kind of hard to hide it. So, what happens with Omission is, just like they say, it isn't just what we took out, it's what we left in. Widmer Brothers has done this, they call it a proprietary process, where they're able to remove the gluten. This isn't brewed with rice, this isn't brewed with sorghum, this isn't brewed with tapioca, or anything else that is a non-gluten source that's really a beer ripoff. Sorry, Redbridge. Crap, I didn't get the timing right on that, did I? It is brewed with the four basic ingredients that beer has been brewed with for centuries. You've got your water, you've got your hops, you've got your yeast, and the barley, which up until now always had gluten in it. Why is this close? Why is this dear to my heart? Well, I will save you most of the details, but what I found a couple years ago was that I have a gluten intolerance. I'm not necessarily allergic per se. I can handle a little bit of it, but it really causes some different issues, mainly joint pain, back pain, inflammation of different things like that. Well, among other things, just ballooning. But that's probably not just the gluten. It's the carbs, I'm sure. So anyway, so for the last couple of years, I've really had a love affair and a love-hate relationship with beer, because I knew finally what the source of a lot of my pain and discomfort was, but I yet love beer. And so it's always been this issue of, I'll drink a beer and feel sick or hurt or whatnot, but my love for the beer has superseded the pain up until this point. So that's basically kind of why my personal struggle with it. And the thing that I love about this is it still tastes like beer. I've been doing a lot of hard ciders to kind of get my beer fix, but it's not beer. It's tasty. It's sweet. It's not beer, though. So to have something like this that is beer is very exciting. So for those of you out there, that have a gluten intolerance, those of you who, are allergic to gluten, even celiacs, the vice president or the CEO or something with Widmer, I apologize for not having my facts straight, but he has celiac disease, and he's able to finally drink beer. I can't imagine what a torture that must be, to be a celiac, not being able to have gluten, and then working for a brewery. That would be horrible. Almost like, yeah, anyway. So I'm gonna pop the top on this thing. Again, this is the yellow label. The blue label is their pale ale. Again, it's a great beer. You're gonna want to test it out. But let's run this thing through its paces here. Got my handy opener. Just gonna go ahead and pop it open. As you can see, the O on the top. Got my glass. So we're gonna just give this a nice even pour. I like to get a little bit of little bit in there, but look at that. So what you're seeing here is a, if you can see that, I mean, it's a lager, okay? It's a light beer. Yeah, it's not a light beer like as in your other beers that I'm not gonna name, but it's, you know, if you think those other beers, I mean, it's very clear. You can see my shirt, my fingers, you can see through it. But I mean, it's tasty. I mean, it's got this hop aroma that's coming off the top right here, and it's got a little bit of a sweetness to it. I mean, this is not your Bear Whiz beer. You know, this is not something that's just gonna look like you've just recycled it and you're running it through a second time. This is, you know, this is a tasty beer, and I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, that is good. That is really good. I'm just gonna tell you. I mean, you can see it for yourself. There's not a lot of head on there. You know, you're probably not gonna get a lot of lacing on the glass, anything like that. But as far as a good quality beer, this is where it's at, folks. Again, if you've got any kind of a gluten intolerance, any kind of an allergy, or you just want to try something different, you got to check out this beer. This is made me more excited than many things have, and I think the guys at Widmer really have a good thing going on, and I'm very excited and very proud and very pleased to be able to review this beer and give it I mean, 2 beers up. I mean, honestly, this is something that I would hold high. I would drink again. I'm gonna have it on stock. This will be in my fridge because it's a great beer, and I don't know what else you want other than a great beer. And if you can have a great beer that doesn't bother you and cause a lot of the inflammation issues that gluten has, then you've got the best of both worlds right here. So cheers, Widmer. Cheers, Omission. Cheers, gluten intolerance. This is where it's at, and I love it. God bless America. Oh yeah. All right, I'm not going to sit here and make you just watch me drink that. So again, this has been the Bruised Brother coming at you again with or not again, but my first review. Bear with me. It's probably a little rough around the edges. I hope as time goes by, these get a little bit better. But again, check out my reviews, www.thebruisedbrother.com, and check out my YouTube site. I've got Facebook, Twitter, at The Bruised Brother is my Twitter handle. Check it out. Tell your friends, and watch for some other reviews. They're going to be coming up here fast. So again, thanks a lot. Cheers.